Hello and welcome to Dynamo Football Book Club Injury Time, episode 27. This week we are doing our 1960s World Cup draft. My name's Alistair Bond and I'm joined by my co-host, a man of sparse, succinct and precise communication, Johnny Coughlin. Johnny, how are you, old buddy?
I feel like I should say something succinct. I'm well, but you're not well.
No, when the weather changes, I get a cold, but I'll live. Just don't worry about me, listeners. Don't worry. My eyes burn and my nose runs.
Soldier
I'm
Bond.
here for you.
Okay, Al, what's your favorite? What's your favorite of the '60s World Cups?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, well, bloody 66. But I'm not. We talked about this in the last episode, Johnny. I'm not some crazy 1966 World Cup man. It's it's in black and white. It's like getting excited about the Second World War. But yeah, I like it more than 62. I don't know.
But didn't you tell me that you take part in World War II battle? What are those things called?
Reenactments.
Yeah,
No, I don't. No, folks. No, I did do paintballing once, the day after Princess Diana died, to make me sound old. And that's my only war reenactments I've ever done.
Okay.
I was shit at that as well. I thought I'd be a sniper, but I wasn't very good.
You're like, again, another peep show situation. You're like Mark Corrigan hiding in the little shed that he found.
Oh yeah, I was a bit like that. I was lying underneath a log. It was quite cozy. Oh.
Were you actually lying under a log hiding?
I mean, it was a long time ago, Johnny. As I say, it was the day after Princess Diana died. But like, what a somber affair it was, the paintballing. But yeah, I hid under a log. I did. I hid under a log. Yeah, I don't think I killed anybody, and I think I got a bit like, oh, I didn't hit me. There's paint. That's different paint.
Some paint. I was painting the house before I came here.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So, after Johnny's absolute trouncing of me in the last one, hopefully I can get a bit of face back with the 1960s draft.
So I've won the 30s and the 50s now, Al. You've
won every single fucking draft we've ever done, haven't you? It seems like that to me.
Your credibility is really at stake here. You're on home turf, surely. The 60s is you've lived in both countries that hosted the World Cups in the 60s. Chile and England.
Yeah, yes, I have, folks. Yeah. Chile for 4 months and more substantially in England for 30 years. But yes, I have. I feel I have a connection to both these World Cups.
Which country did you prefer living in?
Chile, I guess.
What?
I didn't have the best time in Chile. I wasn't there that long. I was going to go back, but I met my wife, so I didn't.
Yeah, I remember. But okay, let's. So the 1962 World Cup was in Chile, and it almost didn't go ahead, Al, because shortly before the World Cup, there was the strongest ever recorded earthquake.
You say shortly before, 2 years before.
Well, it was it was the strongest ever. What do you think is the strongest ever in the Richter scale?
I wasn't prepared for this question, Johnny. Well, I don't know. What is it? 10 is 10 max? Like 10, the earth just cracked?
I thought 8.8 was max, but this was 9.6 apparently. Valdivia.
9.6?
Yeah, the Valdivia earthquake in Chile in 22nd of May 1960. Most studies have placed it at 9.4 to 9.6 on the moment magnitude scale, making it the strongest earthquake ever recorded.
Well, there you go, earthquake fans. New facts for you here.
Come for the football. Stay for the Richter scale.
Oh, actually, funnily enough, like the big boot, terremoto, that's I didn't put 2 and 2 together there, Johnny, but like the first day I arrived in Chile, I went to like this sort of festival and everyone drinks terremotos, which is an earthquake. That's what we all drink. Yeah, my great shame, Johnny, is having lived in Chile for 4 months, I went to Santiago and I went to the nearby town of Valparaiso and I never went anywhere else. For Patagonia, no. Atacama Desert, no. Nope. Just the same town, same street, same Chinese restaurant for 4 months. Well done, Alistair.
But South America threatened to boycott the 1962 World Cup unless it was hosted in South America. And only two countries, whatever, submitted bids, Argentina and Chile, and Chile won it. But out of 16 teams, Al, how many think were European? How do you guess?
10.
Correct. Was that a guess? Or did you know that?
Yes. Yeah, it'd be fair to say that the initial World Cups were not really very world, were they? In fact, there wasn't even a single African team in this World Cup.
No.
They didn't have a guaranteed
Or Asian.
something that changed. Or Asian team, yeah, what a load of shit.
It was 10 European teams, 5 from South America and Mexico.
Truly the world's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you got any 62? Have you got any 62 facts for me?
Yeah, I do. So this is the first time that the average goals in a World Cup finals dropped below 3 to 2.78, and it's never gone back. So yeah, the 50s was the end of real entertainment. It was the debut of Colombia and Bulgaria, and Brazil beat Czechoslovakia 3-1 in the final, and that means Brazil in 1962 are the last team who've ever retained the World Cup. It's not been done since then.
Italy did it as well, right?
Previous to that, yes, in the 30s, but it's not been done since that. Oh, by the way, all of these have like a poster, like, a World Cup poster.
Mm-hmm.
The poster for the World Cup in 1962 is so sick. It's a blue background, and then it's like a picture of the Earth, and then a big footballer. Oh, it's so cool.
I went to the Olympic headquarters and museum in Lausanne, Switzerland, not that long ago. And yeah, similarly, all the Olympics have that kind of thing, don't they? Have like a kind of a poster or whatever. Oh yeah, that Chile one in 1962 is lovely. It looks like a stamp.
Oh, it's magic, isn't
it? But yeah, some of those Olympic ones are really cool as well. It's lovely because I guess they're of their time, aren't they? Those pictures.
Yeah, they are, but I don't know. It seems very appealing to me now. Like, it's a time that sort of design came back in.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I cut across you. Go ahead. Continue. Tell me more.
All right. So this was the World Cup which had the very famous Battle of Santiago, which was Chile 2, Italy 0. Only 2 Italians were sent off, but it really was a wake-up call to the world about how you need to start officiating these games. 2 Italian journalists described Santiago as proudly backwards and poverty-stricken, and it's a dump full of prostitution and crime.
Do you remember when we did the book about was it about Di Stefano, or was it about the fella who went to Colombia? Well, also Di Stefano went to Colombia, didn't he? But do you remember they were getting over English refs because English refs were seen as the most respectable refs? But anyway, that particular match was refereed by a fella called Ken Aston, and he sent 2 men off, and he later invented the red and yellow card. There you go.
Yeah. He said that game was like trying to umpire during military maneuvers. Everyone was just classier in the old days, weren't they, Johnny? You wouldn't find fucking Darren England saying that, would you? Just a shitty fucking ref now. No. Yeah. The Daily Express wrote this tournament shows every sign of developing into a violent bloodbath.
It sounds a bit like it was a shit World Cup, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Of course, we know that this is when Garrincha met Elsa Suarez, and when his kind of life started to really, really come apart. Because that was
kind of. Not only that, we also know that's when the England team were having fun with plastic spiders and itching powder.
No wonder they didn't win.
Crazy guys.
Yeah. Okay. More facts? More 62 facts for me?
I just got one more. The Golden Boot winner was 6 players who all scored 4 goals.
4 is pretty low.
Yeah, not the best. We're going to move on to the 1966 facts. You know where the 66 World Cup was held, Johnny? Correct, England. And so this is Yeah, so this again was not really a World Cup because FIFA stated that there would be no direct qualifying for any African team. They'd have to have a playoff against another confederation for any African team who won. So the entire African continent boycotted. But not quite, not quite, because Angola and Mozambique had representatives playing for Portugal. Good old colonies there. There you go, lads. Don't worry about it. A World Cup for all.
Player of the tournament, born in Mozambique.
Well, more on him later. Oh, yes. Africa also boycotted because FIFA, doing classic FIFA things, readmitted apartheid South Africa into the FIFA family in 1963. Well done, FIFA.
Yeah.
Well, they're so much better now, Johnny, aren't they? So, at least we've grown. Oh, no. They're fucking worse than ever. Oh.
Well, it's a hot button issue in Ireland at the moment because who have Ireland been drawn to play against in the playoffs? Israel. Or in the Nations League, Israel.
Oh, and they love you guys, and you love them guys, eh? That is a hot topic.
Yeah, it's a spicy one.
Well, in more fun news, the Jules Rimet Trophy was stolen and recovered. Yep, recovered by the dog Pickles. There's got to be some BBC drama about that somewhere. Put it on at Christmas, Pickles the dog finding the fucking World Cup.
Wasn't it found in a bush or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird story, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder how that came about because they don't know, right? They don't know what that was all about.
No, well, I don't know. I've not researched any further at all. It's just one of those tedious 66 stories I've never cared about. Pickles the dog. That's all you need to know. It's always in a fucking pub quiz, isn't it? Well, certainly in England, probably not in Ireland or internationally. Anyway, okay, moving on.
Pub quizzes only happen in England and Ireland, as far as I can understand.
No, we got them here, but they're called trivia, and they do it on mobile phones. Boo! It's horrible. Okay, this was the first World Cup broadcast by satellite. Things move fast, don't they, Johnny? Like the 54 World Cup was the first one shown on TV. 12 years later, these games are being broadcast on satellite. They can work out satellites, but they couldn't work out colour. Come on, lads. Oh, and here you go. This blew my fucking mind. This is the only World Cup which featured no games on a Sunday due to religious laws in England. And what? The first professional soccer game in England was until 1974 on a Sunday? What the fuck? I had no idea. No idea.
The way parents were talking about when it became possible to shop on a Sunday. Did your parents never talk about that? Because you weren't allowed to do that for a long time.
I mean, even as a child, Johnny, Sundays were just a barren wasteland of fucking garden centres and country houses. It was horrible. I hated Sundays, even though it was the weekend. Oh, I wonder what's on TV tonight. Oh, Last of a Summer Wine. Oh, no. Oh, it's Roadshow. Oh, I spent all day in a fucking garden centre with my dad and then looked at the cathedral. What a waste of a day. It's like everybody in the whole country on a Sunday was expected to turn into a plus 60-year-old. You're all over 65 today. Good luck. Nothing good.
I live in France. It's much the same. It's much the same. Still.
And they love fucking protesting. Protest that. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got
Anything
some
else?
more.
66.
Some more. Very quickly. The official match ball was made by, can you guess, Johnny? Not someone you traditionally associate with football.
Harrods.
Yes. It was Slazenger, tennis manufacturers.
Oh, go on.
Yep.
It's that kind of, I guess they all were, but that brown kind of ruddy looking thing, is it?
Oh, yeah, it looks awful. Just the idea of heading it just gives me a headache. Oh, it looks horrible.
It looks like a medicine ball.
Yeah, it looks like a medicine ball. Exactly that. Yeah, I didn't realise, but at the time, UK did not recognise North Korea. So this was actually a real contentious. They didn't want to offend South Korea and the United States. And all sorts of protocols were put in place so that the Queen would never have to meet the North Korean team. And they suspected they wouldn't get beyond the group stage. So they thought it'd be all right, but that wasn't the case. So it caused a good deal of heartache for the British government, the North Korean team being there, also the Italian football team. And here's another one. So, oh man, we've heard a lot about that Russian linesman. Oh, poor Germany, robbed by the
Wait,
Russian linesman.
wait, I'm going to stop you. He's from Azerbaijan.
The Soviet linesman. We've heard a lot about that Soviet linesman. Oh, boo-hoo. Well, research by the Berlin Humboldt University for the German Olympic Committee concluded that German team were doped up to fuck. So I don't want to hear it anymore, linesmen. They were cheating anyway. So it was just the sword of justice that the Azerbaijani linesman was wielding. Jolly good.
Did you see that in the? Did you see that in the Bobby Moore book? I forgot to mention it. I can't believe I forgot to mention it. That Oxford did a study in the 90s or in the early 2000s using goal line technology, and they concluded conclusively that the ball didn't cross the line. There you go.
Berlin's Humboldt University in Berlin, Johnny, Germany's own university, concluded the German players were doping. So, you know, it all works out fine. It's like, yeah, 4-2 official final score. They get a goal, take it. No, the goal is awarded because of drug cheats. I think that's how it works, Johnny. Yeah, so officiating was under fire. There was a lot of accusations of European bias. Also, after this, because players were treated so brutally, they gave you 2 substitutions. There was only 1 substitution allowed at the 66 World Cup, and that was only injury related. Oh, and by the way, even in 66, after extra time, how did you decide the result? Yep, drew a lot. If England had drawn the final, it would have gone to replay, but had there not been a decider after the replay, it would have been decided by drawing lots. I mean, come on. Mate, it's not beyond the wit of man. It's not like these people were all like stupid in 96. It's wild. Oh, it's only there some way we.
But it would have been a replay. They would have replayed the final.
They would have replayed the final, but had that been inconclusive, lots.
Wow. And the winner by a lot. If the ball not crossing the line was controversial.
No, I'm pretty sure one of the quarterfinals was decided by lots in this World Cup. I need to find that. I've written it down somewhere, but not to hand. Well, let me return to that.
Okay, well, that's fun. And only 2 World Cups in this particular decade.
Yes, a little bit easier to research, but we'll be back on the. We'll be back as beasts of burden with the 70s.
Yeah, okay. Have you got a coin? Do I have a coin? I have a coin. I have a coin. All right.
I don't know if I trust your French coins. All right, then.
Gladiators, ready!
I think that's tails. No. Actually, how does the euro even work? What is the
Fuck off, I win. You can't.
money?
No, I win. I choose first. And my first pick is, are we doing a snake draft? If I pick first, you get 2.
Hold on. So let's just say, as we discussed off air, let's exclude players that have already been picked. Yeah, we can do a snake draft because if you won the toss, then we'll definitely do a snake draft. Then,
yeah.
But so I chose Pele last week, and he was injured for 62 really, so he didn't play a whole lot. And 66.
Yeah. So what we're saying here is any player that was selected in a previous draft cannot be selected for the 60s. So basically, we've burned Garrincha, Pele, and Lev Yashin.
And Nilton Santos, who I think I called Nilson Santos last time. Nilton Santos also played 62.
All right. Out. Well, anyway, I'm not picking one of those players, Johnny. My first pick, I think you could. I wonder. Yeah, Eusebio. He's my first pick.
He's the best name when I've looking up all of these guys. In fact, I felt that more so than the 50s, this was a kind of this is a barren wasteland. The 60s is a barren wasteland of players.
Yeah, it did seem so. I was surprised at, how quickly your Charltons popped up in the world's best players. He's right up there. And it's like, really? No one could come up with anyone better. Okay, but fair enough. All right. So let me tell you about Eusebio. 745 first-class games, 733 goals. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, 317 games for Benfica. Oh, no, 301 games for Benfica and 317 goals. Badass. He scored 9 goals in 1966. He won the Ballon d'Or in 1965. He's the second highest scorer ever in the pre-Champions League European Cup era. He had a very undignified end to his career in America, but let's gloss over that. My first pick is the Mozambique-born Portuguese player Eusebio.
Do you remember we read in, I think it was the book about African football that we did, The Feet of the Chameleon, that when he went to Portugal from Mozambique and he was going to Benfica, but then Sporting Club de Lisbon got wind of it. They were trying to sign him, so they had to hide him. He was hidden in a house in the Algarve for the first few weeks for fear that he'd be signed by their rivals. I thought that was a nice little story.
Yeah, I do remember that. And yeah, he also suffered from the same hormones that Pele suffered from. Oh, he had troublesome hormones. Poor old Eusebio. Some of these lads, the things they suffered, it's terrible.
Okay,
All right.
that means I have two players.
You get 2 picks now, Johnny. I shouldn't have done that, should I?
Well, score of 1 goal in the 62 World Cup and European Footballer of the Year, and you just mentioned him, old Bobby Charlton himself. I'm going to go for him.
Oh, yeah, take him, Johnny. Take him out of my fucking team.
I'm going to take Bobby Charlton and Jack Charlton. No, I won't take him on my second pick, but I'm going to take Didi, inventor of the... What did Didi invent, Al?
Didi is... Was he? I had him, but I've lost him. No, I don't know. What did he invent, Johnny?
The Falio Seco, Al. Come on.
Oh, the falling leaf shot. Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually player of the tournament in 1958, and he didn't get in either of our teams, but he won the 1962 and the 1958 World Cup, and he became the first Brazilian to win the European Cup, which he did with Real Madrid, and the World Cup. If you recall, he played for Real Madrid with Alfredo Di Stefano, who was a bit of a racist, if you recall, towards Didi in particular, and Didi's wife had issues with Di Stefano for this reason. But yes, inventor of the Falio Seco and 1962 World Cup winner, I'm going for Didi. I'll give you his full name. Do you want his full name?
Nope.
I'm going to tell you anyway. His name is Waldir Pereira, known as Didi. Waldir. Didn't expect
All
that.
right. Very nice. Okay, so is that both your picks? You've got Bobby Charlton and Didi.
Didi, yeah, Didi.
Didi man.
I think Didi is a different person, actually. But whatever.
Honestly, Johnny, I'm glad you picked Bobby Charlton because I didn't want him anywhere near me. I wrote this down. Bobby Charlton sort of encapsulates a joylessness in his general demeanour, which sort of contributed to me wanting to not live in the UK. I just seen his glum fucking face. I've never seen Bobby Charlton smile, I think, apart from like other than a footage of a 1966 World Cup. Also, he was only 5'8". I always thought he was much taller than that.
Well, you're not going to see him. You're not going to see him smile now, anyway. And he's an accessory to famous bracelet theft as well.
Yeah, he certainly was. Okie dokie. So my next pick. Now I'm going a bit left field here, Johnny, but I think this is the right pick. He's not really a name you'd associate with the World Cup, but he played at 2 World Cups, and he's probably the most famous World Cup absentee, certainly.
Di Stefano.
No, he never played at World Cup. I'm going Jimmy Greaves, Johnny.
That is clever. That's clever enough now.
Yeah, because Jimmy Greaves was absolutely shit hot, man.
He did play for Spurs.
44 goals in 57 games for England. That's a .77 strike rate, Johnny. No, none of the other England players who have a high goal scoring rate are anywhere near that. Nowhere near. Harry Kane's about .65. Scored 6 hat-tricks for England. Saint and Greavesy on the TV was absolutely seminal for your boy. I loved that show. Like, Jimmy Greaves would just say something and Ian St. John would just fucking piss himself laughing. Like, he never said anything. He just laughed. He'd just be like, oh, Greavesy. Oh, Greavesy. That's all he did.
I don't think I ever saw it.
No, well, yeah, it was a very 80s thing, Johnny. Yeah, 6th in the London to Mexico rally out of 96. And you know, he was of Irish descent, Jimmy Greaves.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. How far back?
There were clues, Johnny. But
Why you saying that because he's an alcoholic?
is that too far? Sorry. I don't know how far back, but he said, yeah, he qualified to play for Ireland if he wanted to, his parents. So,
Oh,
boom.
go on. His parents
Yeah.
were from Ireland.
Hang on, let me double check that.
That's in keeping with a strong tradition. And like, if you look at the England squad now, Jude Bellingham has an Irish passport.
Does he? Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So he can play for Real. I bet that's a Real Madrid thing, though, right? Just
yeah, like it is, but they don't give them to anyone. He still has to qualify to. They didn't just call them up and say, "Hey, Ireland, I need a passport." Yeah, it's Brexit related, something to do with the number of non-EU players or something like that. But like Harry Maguire, Harry Kane, obviously Grealish and Rice, loads of the England squad qualified.
yeah.
To play for
Rooney
Ireland.
was got Irish descent, and he like the
Rooney,
old
yeah,
boy.
absolutely, yeah, those are them.
Oh no, Greece was of Irish descent through his grandparents, but there you go.
Oh well, then he could have played. That's the grandparents' rule.
All right, so jolly good. So yeah, so we started off. I've got you, Sabio and Jimmy Greaves up front, and you've got Diddy and Bobby Charlton. Who's your next pick, Johnny?
Okay. The obvious pick for defense is Bobby Moore, but I'm kind of over Bobby Moore. And it'd be funny for me to pick Big Jack as a hard pick, him being an Englishman, but I'm going to go for Wolfgang Weber. Do you know who that is?
No, this did not come up in my research at all.
Okay, well, he's a German defender who scored the equalising goal in the 66 World Cup final. Drugged up Wolfgang Weber.
Steroids, yeah, like frothing at the mouth because of the methamphetamines he's consumed. Yeah.
Apparently, he was quite good and he scored. And it was the last kick of the game, you know that. England were. What was unusual about that match is that Germany scored the last kick of the game to equalise and to bring it to extra time. And usually when that happens, the team that comes from behind goes on to win, right? But of course, that's not what happened. It was old Bobby Moore played a long pass for Hurst to score that goal. But yeah, okay, Wolfgang Weber, the West German centre back.
Well, he said this was Alf Ramsey's finest moment, right? Because when they came off after conceding that goal, he said to the England team, "You've won the World Cup once. Now go and win it again. Come on."
Can you do that again, please, in Ramsey's actual voice, Al?
You've won the World Cup once. Now go and win it again.
His fake posh voice, yeah.
All right. Okay, well, you're welcome to him. You're welcome to him. Ooh. Will I just do it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick Bobby Moore then. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Bobby Moore.
makes sense. I actually wanted to know if you would because you seem to hate him so much. You hate him even more than you hate Bobby Charlton.
He's just so milquetoast, isn't he? Like, I was disappointed with him, Johnny. I was disappointed with him, to be honest.
You let you down?
Yeah, just I thought there'd be more to him, but there wasn't. Just a boozer. Man, booze fucked up these footballers in the 60s, all of them. Apart from those that didn't, eh? If you didn't drink, that was a big plus, Pele. All right. Well, yeah, if you want to hear about him, you can listen to our podcast from last week. So I've got Bobby Charlton. So it's your next pick, Johnny.
Okay. I'm going to go for a goalkeeper. I'm going for Gordon Banks. No, not Gordon Banks. I'm going to go to William Scruffge.
What? You're not? Ooh.
Why are you saying you're not what? You expecting me to go for Banks, was it?
I mean, that would probably be the safest pick. I've never even heard of this Scrofger character. If that is how you pronounce his name, which I very much suspect it isn't.
Yeah, he's a Slovakian man born in Bratislava. And the success of Czechoslovakia's 1962 charge to the final was largely attributed to Scruff's superb performance, according to Wikipedia. But then he had an absolute howler in the final, so it was a black day.
So you picked your keeper who had a fucking howler in it. Carry on, Johnny, carry on.
Yeah, they were leading, and then he left the goal for a cross, and Amarildo is the player who replaced Pele in the 62 World Cup, and that fella scored. But he had a bad day. He had a bad day at the office in the final, but apparently he brought them all the way to the final. So that man again is Willem Scruff.
Willem Scruff. It sounds fictional. Okie dokie. I thought Well, that's it. I mean, he wasn't even in my research. You could have had Gilmar, who was the only keeper to retain a World Cup. He won in 58 and 62 with Brazil.
Never dived.
He never dived.
Yeah, apparently he wasn't. He was so good. His positioning was so good that he never dived. That Gilmer, the Rio Ferdinand of goalkeeping.
Easy to take penalties against, though. I'm not going to pick Gilmar because there is the obvious choice, and I'm afraid I am going to have to go down the English route. But Gilmar was named after his dad, Gilberto, and his mum, Maria Gilmar. Yeah, your not diving thing was more interesting. Okay, so I'm going for Gordon Banks, who won the World Cup while playing for fucking Leicester. Also played for Stoke. You're the best keeper in the world. You win the World Cup. It's like, oh, where am I going to go to now? The world is my Stoke. Let's go to Stoke. Oh, fucking hell, lad. Just have some imagination.
Where is he from, Gordon Banks?
England. Anyway, moving on. I don't know, Johnny Bollocks.
Do you think any other player has won the World Cup while playing for Leicester?
No, I can't. No, he would have been at Chelsea by then. Yes, he would have been at Chelsea by then. No, I don't think so. I can't imagine.
No, I can't imagine either.
Okay, so here you go. And this is why I think he is a good pick over your scruff character. He was the FIFA Goalkeeper of the Year 6 times in the 1960s. So pretty dominant. He was called the second best keeper of the 20th century by FIFA after Yashin, which is wild, right? But, Johnny, all this pales in significance to this fact. Gordon Banks' nephew is the drummer in Pulp, Nick Banks. Fucking hell, I had no idea. A drummer in Pulp. Not like second cat. His nephew. Uncle Gordon. That's what the drummer in Pulp calls Gordon Banks. Uncle Gordon. Fucking hell.
That is wild. And you'll remember that Gordon Banks lost his eye in a car crash. He was hit by a truck, wasn't he? This came up in the Cosmos book that we did a few weeks ago, and he continued playing. Well, he played in America, but
yep.
That is fun about that's fun about the Pulp drummer.
I double checked it. It's true. It's wild. I can't believe I didn't know that. 2 British institutions right there. Lovely stuff.
Okay, I've got one more pick, and I'm going to go for a Chilean striker winger, Lionel Sanchez, who was one of 6 players to score 4 goals in the 1962 World Cup, getting him at least a slice of the golden ball. He also knocked out Mario David, the Italian player, with a punch in that, what was that called? The Battle of Santiago. And he was later kicked in the head in the same game by the Italian fellow who was sent off. But yeah, he was the star of the Chilean team in 1962, and they came third on home turf. All
right, so that name again?
Lionel Sanchez.
They're trying to make you sound like Messi. All right, Johnny, I need a hat because I will fucking eat it if I don't win this one. All right, my midfielder, I'm going for El Arquitecto. Luis Suarez, the deep-lying playmaker for Espanyol, the winner of the 1960 Ballon d'Or, the winner of the 1964 Euros. Admittedly, not a huge player in the World Cup, but unbelievably good and considered one of the greatest players of the 1960s. Ooh. Luis Suarez.
Okay, give me some honourable mentions there, Alan. I'll break this up.
Yeah, okay, so I've got a few actually for these. So I wanted to find a place for Vava. He is one of only few players, him and only Kylian Mbappe, who have scored in consecutive World Cup finals, although not with a bicycle kick, rubbish. He scored 15 goals in 20 games for Brazil and played 697 games for Vasco da Gama, Palmeiras and Atletico Madrid, scoring 298 goals. That name again, Vava. Such a good name. And another, arguably the best defender, aside from your boy Moore, of the 1960s was Giacinto Facchetti, the Italian. He won the Euro 1968. And here it is. Yeah, he was not only good at football, he was lucky because he correctly called a coin toss in the semi-final of the Euros in 1968 So Spain beat Russia. Fucking bullshit. Imagine that. Just a coin toss in a semi-final. Well, there we go, lads. We've exhausted all the ways we can. 94 caps. He was only ever sent off once in his career for sarcastic applause. The best sort of sending off. It's not. I'm not being sarcastic. How can you tell? I love it. Yeah, Inter Milan legend Giacinto Facchetti. Another player I had a look at was Josef Masopust. He was European Footballer of the Year in 1962. He played in the Czechoslovakia team that lost in the 1962 final. And one more, a Hungarian genius, the Emperor Florian Albert, who was a 1967 Ballon d'Or winner. He played for Ferencváros, 351 games, 256 goals, and 75 games for Hungary, and 31 goals. But yeah, a lot of these lads are not famous, are they, Johnny? Really, their names have not endured.
Yeah, I was really surprised actually by the 1960. Like, I guess maybe partly because obviously time. There's only 2 World Cups, and we have also excluded some of the fellas that we would have picked otherwise because we picked them last time around. But yeah, by the way, on the topic of fellas being better at not just being footballers, did you know that your boy, the Black Spider, Lev Yashin, won the national ice hockey championships in Russia?
Did he play as a goalkeeper?
I don't know. I didn't see that part.
That's the level of research you get here at Dynamo Football Book Club. Yeah, very talented player, but apparently was really bad at the 62 World Cup. So I'm not sorry that he got burned for this one. Yeah, so there would have been bigger names, but really it was only Garincha and Pele and Yashin who got burned from the 50s. Yeah, the other big players in that time, of course, was Di Stefano, never played in the World Cup, and the great one who got away, obviously your boy and your lookalike, Johnny, George Best.
Yeah, the best player to never play in a World Cup or something.
George Weah. Yeah, there's a couple in there. Giggsy.
Giggs. Yeah. Okay, Team Al, Gordon Banks, Bobby Moore, Luis Suarez. Not Uruguayan Luis Suarez. Eusebio and Jimmy Greaves. Team John, William Scruff, Wolfgang Weber, Bobby Charlton, Didi, and Lionel Sanchez. Yeah, I'm fucked, I'm a thing. Game Team Al, Green spins off Weber and finishes low after a clever pass from Suarez. 1-0 Team Al. Hold on. Goal Team John. Didi chips a delicate pass behind Moore. Sanchez volley pass Banks. Goal Team John. Charlton hits one of his trademark rockets. He's actually choking on his water. 2-1 to Team John. Okay, here we go. Goal Team Al. Eusebio. He gets past Weber and smashes it past post. And then a goal from Jimmy Greaves. But it's 3-3 Team John. Charlton intercepts Moore's pass and drills one low across Banks.
Fucking Bobby Moore.
Okay, John's side starts using Charlton deeper, letting Didi control possession. Goal for Team John. That puts me 4-3 up, Al. But Eusebio pulls it back to 4-4. Oh my God, just keeps going. Goal. Team Al. Grieve completes his hat-trick. Al 5-4. Goal. Charlton equalises. 5-all. What do you think is going to happen, Al? Last minute of the game. Who's going to do it, Al? Who's going to do it? Eusebio. Eusebio hits the ball of Weber. Draws Scruff out by the scruff of the neck and squares for Greaves to tap in. Al has done it. Very fitting that Al should win the 1960s. 6-5. 4 goals for Jimmy Greaves. 2 for Eusebio. 2 for Charlton. 1 for Sanchez. 1 for Didi. Man of the match, Eusebio.
It begs the question, Johnny. What if Alf Ramsey had put Jimmy Greaves in that final? England would have won about 10-0. Like, look at that, lad. Right, just the knowledge I've got, Johnny. Just a deep understanding of the game. 4 goals to Greaves. Not an obvious pick, but oh, yeah. Right up here.
That was wise. That was tactically wise.
Yeah, I was pleased with that. I thought, why not? Why not? Yeah, very good. I actually fucking won one. Although I should have won that with about 10-2, considering the caliber of my players. But nonetheless, a victory for me.
If you asked me before I'd done the research for this, I wouldn't have heard of 3 of my 5 players.
Yeah, mine are a bit more famous. I'd heard of Luis Suarez in the Barcelona context just because he was a legendary Barcelona player who was replaced by another legendary player called Luis Suarez. It's funny, isn't it? I guess there's lots of Luis Suarez. It'd be funny if there was a new West Ham player called Bobby Moore. Can you imagine the pressure on the lad?
They call him the new Bobby Moore. What's his name? Bobby Moore.
He's the greatest bleeding player in the whole world. All right, well, I'm very happy with that, Johnny. I am happy with that. Genuinely am. That went well. Lovely stuff.
You're glowing there, Al.
Yeah, I am.
It might be the cold.
Yeah, very nice. All right, lovely stuff.
Congratulations, Al. And we're back next week with
the
greatest show on earth. No, that's not what they call the Dynamo Football Book Club, Al. This is a book about the 1970s World Cup.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. And yeah, the 70s draft's going to be fucking sexy, isn't it? Like that. Because wow.
I meant to say it to you, and neither of us picked Beckenbauer, which is good because that was, he played in the '66 World Cup final. We could have picked Beckenbauer.
Did he?
Yeah. Himself and Charlton played it kind of marked each other out again.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I think it's better that we keep him for his heyday anyway.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right, Johnny. All right, fabulous. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you all, and thank you very much, folks, for listening. If you're enjoying our World Cup, if you've caught World Cup fever on the Dynamo Football Book Club, please do tell your friends and give us a rating. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Here come England down the right hand side, crossed into the box, Hurst, terrible first touch, shoots off the bar and out, and cleared away for a corner kick. But England trying to claim it was a goal, the cheats that they are. Here's the replay, the shot, the ball did not cross the line, look at that, it couldn't be more obvious. He's given a goal, I don't believe it. We are never going to hear the end of this.
Last question. Thank you very much indeed.